Hey y'all, it's Leanne from Small Town Stitches, and I'm back with my August update. Couple days early, but we'll get into that in a second. So welcome to all my new subscribers. I have had a ton of new subscribers, and I don't know why or how or whatever, but I want to say thank you. It means a lot to me, truly. And for all my returning subscribers, I'm so glad that you guys come and hang out with me every single month. So, yeah, let's talk some life for a minute. So things have actually been really good here. Getting ready for our daughter to start kindergarten. She starts on Tuesday. That's why I'm filming today, because I'm probably gonna cry all Tuesday. So even though it's only a half day. So Monday the 1st through 8th grade start, and then Tuesday the young 5s in kindergarten start. She's gonna go through a charter academy, so kindergarten through 8th are all in the same building. It's in the same school, I should say. So we were getting ready in August for that for her. We ended up having to we contacted her pediatrician, found out they won't see her at all because they don't accept our insurance anymore, which is a little bit of a bummer because it's the actual doctors that rounded it in the hospital, and it's the only doctor she's ever had. But we found a new doctor who actually worked at the level 1 trauma children's hospital, and then he left there, started his own private practice / urgent care for children. So he's open 7 days a week. His hours are great. He was phenomenal with her. It ended up working out. So then we had to get her an eye exam because her school requires an eye exam before school starts. And found out she ended up needing glasses. So she's been complaining of headaches for a little while now. Poor child, I hope she doesn't have my history. But we picked her glasses up this week, and she's been wearing them all the time. She's supposed to wear them anytime she's concentrating on anything. So she doesn't have to wear them when she's playing outside or whatever, but right now she is. I'm sure that'll wear off at one point, but so yeah, she says she hasn't had headaches since she got them, which I'm very thankful for, because her dad has headaches a lot of time from sinus pressure. Her mama has chronic migraines, and they're getting worse the older I get. So I'm very thankful that hopefully it doesn't end up the case for her. So, yeah, husband's been working a lot, both at his job and his job. He's a jack of all trades, really. So he also works on motorcycles. He's finished two or three since our last video. He's about ready to finish another one, and he's got 4 bikes lined up to work on. So he's been busy. But other than that, we went up north for a weekend here, which was really nice. My daughter is 100% like her mama. Anytime we go up north, she doesn't want to come back. And I'm the same way. I just like the slower, simpler pace of up north, the quieter lifestyle. I told my husband if they ever make my job remote, then we're moving up north. So that's life for us. I will insert a picture probably next video of my daughter in her uniform and back to school. So all her uniforms are hanging up in her closet clean. Everything's ready to go, and this mama is not ready for my kid to go to school. She needs to stay my little girl. All right, so moving on, I have an FFO. It's unheard of for me. So I finished Liberty Lane Country Cottage earlier this year, a couple months ago. And I had Heather from the Blessed Stitcher contact me and ask, she said she would be willing to finish one of my pieces. So I sent her some of them that I have done, and she picked Liberty Lane. I sent it to her, and she sent it like right back. And it is probably the most amazing thing I have ever received in the mail. I'm going to show you this. Ready? I love this. So of course I did the stitching and I did the Priscilla conversion. I just like the bolder colors that she had chose, and it's on her blog. I'll list her blog below, instead of the prim, more muted colors that were on the chart in the first place. So I followed her conversion, and then Heather just did all this on her own, and I love the frame. It's phenomenal. It's gonna go up on the wall in my craft room for sure when I'm done. So I told Heather she should start a finishing business, kind of, because I'm really good at slapping something in a frame, but I'm not so good at this, nor do I want to necessarily take time away from other things to do all this all the time. So I told Heather she should check into doing this and start figuring out prices, and I would be her first paying customer because I have a bunch that needs to get finished. Maybe we'll go through my whip box today. Not my whip box, my finished project box. So this is totally Heather, and I am in love with this. I love the bow. I love everything. So Heather, you did an amazing job, and get a hold of me. We'll cover up the Christmas stitching. So let's talk August. So far this month I've done 14,342 stitches. I have been participating in Arbitrary August and spinning my wheel, but I've been also spinning my wheel and tying that into my 24 hours of cross stitch acrostic. So normally what I do is I take my acrostic that she makes like this, and I tie them all in with my pieces beforehand, what I'm gonna do, and then I just work its way and meet its goal and move on. Well, with Arbitrary August, what I did is I would spin the wheel, and whatever it would land on, I would make fit in this acrostic somehow, and then I would hit the goal and I would spin again. But in true Arbitrary August form, I didn't choose a non-repeating option on my wheel, so I actually have one project that I spun twice on here. So let's just get into it. So, my first one I spun was Glendon Place's Monster March. I'm doing the one down here, and it only calls for 3 DMC colors. I'm going to insert a picture on one of these sides of where this was last time. I should actually move so that like I can put a picture, make myself off center so I can put a picture easier. And this is where this is now. So I've done the witch, I extended the border. I don't remember if I did the word the, I think I did. But y'all look at, there's a little mouse, the witch. So I've gotten 5 monsters done on this, and there's only 2, 4, 6, 8 monsters. So the words I still have to do is Monster March. I have to do 3 more monsters and finish the border on the up, and I'm done. I should have totally like reoriented this fabric because like, I guess I just thought it was going to be bigger because I could have totally just flipped it in the other direction, but oh well. So this is what the called for DMC colors. It's from like a gray tan color from Dyeing for Cross Stitch. Nope, not Dyeing for Cross Stitch, to Dye For Fabrics. And I saw that she is no longer dyeing fabric, which is very sad because she is very good and I really like her pieces. So that it is sad, but unfortunately with everything going on right now, people are kind of not having a choice, and it really sucks. So it kind of broke my heart to see that. All right, next is Halloween Night by Tiltin Crafts. I'm going to insert a picture of what this is supposed to look like when it's done, as well as I'm going to insert a picture of where I was last time on this. I ended up doing, I think I pretty much tried in true arbitrary just to hit my goal and move and not keep working on it. So it only got 1,200 stitches exactly. And so did Monster March. But this is where Halloween night, it's still in a hoop. Sorry y'all, it's not gonna be that interesting. Here's where Halloween night is now. I'm working my way down on this tree, and I wanna say, if you looked at the big picture, there's the pumpkins that are gonna be down here, because this is one of the last, I think this is the last page, and then there's like a block, one row that would technically be the next page. So this is the last page down, and then we're gonna start working across. Because you can see from my hoop, I wanna say this is the last page I started on though. So look at that tree though. Like, you can't, I don't get a lot of people talk about this piece like I do my firefighter piece, but there's a lot of detail, and that tree is really starting to pop. I am very excited how this is gonna look in the long run. Tiltin Crafts and Hade are probably my two favorite full coverage groups or companies, and Hade actually had it at one point, but there is a map from Lord of the Rings that Tiltin Crafts has now. I will be getting that. It will be happening. I love Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, but I love Lord of the Rings. And I really want to have a marathon of Lord of the Rings, but I know the orcs would really terrify my 5-year-old daughter. And I don't want to have that battle at night. So, next is our 2020 Linen and Thread Sampler. And the way I work with the Linen and Thread Sampler is if I hit 1,200, cool. But I really try to just hit my monthly goal. This is where the 2020 Linen and Threads was last time, which I'm doing a really good job of staying up on this. I'm very proud of myself. I laxed for a while, and I just make it come out. So here's where the Linen and Threads 2020 is now. I love this piece. So August's block were these two. So I did this one, right? No, that was last month. I don't remember. These, I don't remember if it was these three. I know it was this one. I want to say it was these two as well, but I'm not 100% positive. And then I actually worked more on the April block. As you can definitely tell, all I have left to do is the little bit at the top, and the April block will be done. That's the largest block on this piece. I was debating if I was going to do the initials or fit in initials, but I think I'm gonna just completely omit them because I'm really liking the way the spacing is without them. You'll be able to see once this is filled in more too, but I'm really liking this. So I have, besides the small block for April that's finished, it needs to be finished, I am actually doing a really good job of staying up on this. So we'll see what September brings, but I'm super excited. It looks good. So that is being stitched with 3823 by DMC, and it was a rust colored from To Die For Fabrics. Like I said, she had some great products. It just makes me bummed that she had to close up shop. Next is my new start that I worked last month that I spun. Wow, let's slow down. My brain sometimes goes way faster than my mouth can keep up. And this is, I don't think I have a picture. Nope. I'll insert a picture here. This is Kiss Me Under the Light of 1,000 Stars by Country Magic Stitch. And I'm doing mine on a gray opalescent that I got from dying for cross stitch. I'll insert a picture of where this was last time. And here's where it is now. I love this, it's so cute. So I'll bring it in closer so y'all can see a little bit better. All I have left to do is to finish the little bit on page 3 and do page 4, and then this is done. I actually already have the frame that I'm gonna put it in because it goes with just the frames in our room. So I'm gonna put it in there and it'll go in our bedroom when it's done. So I'm really excited for that. Hopefully that will be finished in September. I don't want to get it out and finish it in August right now, actually, but we'll see. And of course, I didn't do the called for colors. I picked 2 different ones. I did Corpius Yellow from Victorian Motto, and I did Banana from Color and Cotton. And that's what I chose for my yellows. And they look really good on that fabric. So, yep. Lots of progress. It was kind of fun. Like, I was talking to Michelle Bendy, because I usually do, like I said, I chart it out beforehand, but it's been kind of nice to be like, all right, well, let's see what I'm going to do, because not all my stuff got stitched on this month. What didn't I touch so far? I haven't touched Crossword yet. I haven't touched Frozen yet. I didn't touch Lakeside, my new start from last month. And then I haven't touched my Lord's Prayer piece, which needs to be done next month so I can be done with it. All right, so next is I spun was my Hometown Hero Firefighter by Hade. This is actually by Donna Gelsinger, charted by Hade. So this was spun twice. This was my piece that was spun 2 times. So this piece actually overall got, oh, I didn't do a stitch count overall. Hang tight, please. I'll tell you how much I stitched on this overall, or not. So it was like 2,400 stitches, something like that. And I got another page finish. So this is what Mini Hometown Hero Firefighter is gonna look like when it's done. And then I'm gonna insert a picture of where this was the last time you guys saw it. And this is seems to be the favorite of my favorite piece out of everything I stitch. I have a squeaky fan going off downstairs, so here it is. Hold on, there's too much fabric in the way. Ah, it looks so good. So the newspaper on the mantle is done. I've started, the yellow is gonna be the other firefighter helmet, and then the blue and hanger is the dress blues. So I'm gonna bring this in a little bit better so you guys can see it. And it looks so, so, so good. So this piece only, my goodness, has 1 more page on this side, and then we just work straight down. So 3 down, 13 to go on this piece. And I'm so excited. It looks absolutely phenomenal. There's another pic. So exciting. I can't wait to give this to my husband. Really, really, really. Okay. The next thing I spun, I got permission from Michelle Bendy to stitch on this. She was just like, she keeps spinning other things, and she was like, just finish it. So I was like, okay. And then I actually spun it. And I have a finish. I have a finish. I need to get the frame. This is just gonna go in a black frame. Actually, I can take the needle minder off because it's not like it's being worked on anymore. So this is my Halloween Quaker. I'm gonna insert a picture of where this was last time you guys saw it. I'm stitching this on 16 count Haunted with the called for flosses. and here it is completed. It's so good. So it is officially done. I have made a couple changes throughout the piece. I have incorporated my husband's first initial and our daughter's first initial in the piece. There's my little village. I love this piece. It turned out so good. This is the piece that really got me turned on to Quakers. I didn't like Quakers beforehand, so I'm stoked. It looks so good. I'm so proud of this piece. I need to iron it, get some mat board for it, a frame, because I think it's like a 16 by 18, and get this framed up. It'll live in the craft room unless it's Halloween, then it'll probably go downstairs. But that's finished. I have a finish. How often do I get to say that? Hardly ever, since everything I seem to gravitate towards is huge. Okay, so next we have ink circles, which is the circus of tiles, I think is what it translates as. And then for those who aren't sure, this is what it is. I'll insert a picture of where it was last time. This is stitched on an ice dyed piece from To Die For Fabrics with DMC 550, and here we are now. I know this is all I actually cut it, so this is the only border I have on this side compared to this side, because I cut it so I have more for later. But when I do this, I'm not gonna have a lot showing on this side anyway, so I'm loving this piece. I finished page 4 this time and started page 5. There's only 6 pages, so this is as from top to bottom on this side, that is as tall as it will be, and then I just have to do page 5 and 6 and this piece will be completed. But there's a lot of stitching in this piece, like a lot of stitching, so I'm very happy. I love the way it looks on this fabric, so yay. I truly do love all my pieces. I know there's a lot of people that have they get rid of them because they don't enjoy stitching them anymore, but I truly do. And I don't know if it's because I touch most of my pieces every month or what. Okay, next was a new start for me. I picked this out originally a while ago, and then I got Susanna from Rebuilding Rosie hooked on it too. Her coloring is completely different than mine. I would highly recommend checking her out. She's doing her family does a lot of purples with their Christmas, so that's what she's doing. I'm not. So this is Merry Noel by Sue Hillis Designs. I am doing mine on an 18 count opalescent with Bleeding Heart by Threadworks. There is no before picture because this was a new start this month that I spun, and I was so excited I spun it. And then I actually spun it again when I finished my acrostic for my first piece, so I got to work on it some more this month. I actually spun it afterwards and got another 255 stitches, so it's had like 1,457 stitches so far, and this is where this piece is so far. There's a lot of hoop marks. I didn't iron anything this time, and apparently a pair of scissors that stuck to the back. Let's just move those down. So this is where this is now. Look at the variegation. It looks so good. So this is as wide as it's gonna be. So I will have like a whole half of this fabric almost left over. So I love the variegation in that, and the opalescent is very strong in this piece. So I was very, very excited that I spun this piece to work on. And I just stuck it in the bag that was done after I finished Halloween Quaker. So I need to get a different bag because it's living in my Marauders Map Halloween bag. But hey, Marauders Map can be anything. Next, for my last of my acrostic pieces, I have my Linen and Threads 2017 sampler. So excited. So. Julie, if you're watching, look up if you're not paying attention. So granted, I've cut a lot of this out. But I'm going to insert a picture of where this was last time. I got a lot done on this piece. And I'm actually on the March block right now. Julie, the March block's almost done, so you're going to see someone move past it. She said she's never seen anyone move past the March block for this. And I don't remember which ones I cut out afterwards, but this is where this piece is now. Lots and lots and lots of progress. All I have to do is this tiny thing down here and the March block is done. So this is Vintage Country Mocha with Galactic from Color and Cotton Floss. So exciting. I love this piece, but if it's one of those pieces like after I give it like 1200, I'm like, I move on. I don't know what it is about it. So I cut out April, half of May, the June, July, October, and December block. So after this, I will stitch half of May's block next. So I just went through it and I was looking at it and realized that I think the reason I never wanted to stitch it was because a lot of those blocks just aren't me. So once I cut them out, I realized that like I did want to stitch it. If I would have done differently, I would have cut January's block out with the birds at the top because that was almost the end of this piece right there. No joke. Okay, so that was it. So then I decided I was gonna just start spinning my wheel every day and whatever it fell on, I would do, okay? And then that derailed again real quickly. And true arbitrary August though, you just don't have plans, you kind of just do whatever. So, so my first piece I spun after Merry Noel was Autumn by Cottage Needleworks. And for those who aren't sure, it's this right here. This is the only one I have left to do. I've done the other 3 seasons and it's almost fall anyways. So I was like, well, I want to work on it. So I actually just put it aside. I may break it out again tomorrow, but I just put it aside last night. But I've already done 2,101 stitches on this. Completely color, I've charted it color-wise in my colors that I just pulled from stash, and I'll show you in a minute, but this is my piece. I have done a way different house. Let me show you. So the house that it calls for is a variegated roof, and the house, you can't really see it, is actually yellow with green shutters. And then they chart it for like a crow, but they put a black button on, which I don't really like their buttons because they're really big. And then the pumpkins have a space on the bottom, so it goes like this, and it looks like an apple to me. It's not supposed to be an apple, but it looks like an apple. So this is what I've done differently. I made my crow into a cardinal because I love the symbolism of what cardinals mean. I changed my house completely. So it's like a cream house with wood shutters and a red door because I have like I have a white house with a red door. And I chose this really variegated brownish gray that I did for my shingles and my shutters. My pumpkins, I actually made regular pumpkins and didn't make them look like apples. And then I started on the words. There's 4 more words on the bottom and then the squiggle thing with the leaves and stuff. But I love this. I think my color conversion is amazing. We'll go through it real quick if you want. And this is on an 18 count Silver Moon Ada right here that I'm doing all of them on. I bought all the same for all of them. So my red is Licorice Red by Classic Colorworks. My yellow that I'm using is Golden Mum by Color and Cotton. I think there's a lot of Color and Cottons in here. My brown that I'm using, that I've used for these right here, is Hazel Brown by Color and Cotton. Sorry, y'all. Things don't want to lay right today. Should be a Monday. I have Little Brown House that I'll do the pots at the end of it in, if I don't choose to sub them out for the other brown. I may just do a different brown. We'll see. Let's see. My cream that I used for my house and that I used in my lettering at the top is in Coatslow by Dinky Dyes. It's a silk. My white was Linen by Color and Cotton, and so far the only thing I used for my white was the Cloud. These are my favorites so far that I've done. So the Grass is Evergreen by Color and Cotton. You can see I don't have much left. I've used this in a couple of the different ones. That's that really good variegated green down at the bottom for the grass. My Leaves for everything is Fairway by Color and Cotton. And then my roof that I'm so proud of, like, you have to see it in person. There's an amazing variegation for like shingles, and that's Cauldron Brewing by Victorian Motto. And you can kind of see it's got a brownish gray. So those are my colors that I converted it for, completely different. I wish now I would have gone back and converted a little bit different on my other ones, but I kind of want to finish autumn at least by the beginning of September so I can put that out. Not that I don't need to finish all the other ones. Today I spun this piece, and I'm very excited to get it back out, and it's a Quaker Christmas. I'll insert a picture of where this was last time you guys saw it here. I've put 211 stitches in so far this morning, and it won't look like a lot, but I'll show you anyway. This is stitched on 18 count Heartland by Picture This Plus. And I actually broke out the gold color. So this, I would say this is where it is now, but I haven't done that much. So I'll just show you close in. All I did this morning was this little tiny one and this angel down here. That's all I did this morning so far. So not a lot. I'm on page 2 though, which makes me super excited. So far I've actually now stitched on every color that is in this chart. So my brown, I'll show you the one that's not a mess. My brown is this Dime for Cross Stitch Variegated Brown that she didn't name. She names all her flosses now, so that's nice. My golden color is Golden Ale by Color and Cotton. And then Scarlet Orange by Victorian Motto is my red. So that's my palette for my colors. And apparently I have a red thread floss just saying it. So I love my palette. And that is so far all the stitching that I have done this month. All 14,000 stitches of it. So we will see what happens with the rest of the month. So okay, let's talk some plans. So I'm really liking my wheel, and I think I'm going to continue it into September. I'm going to do the non-repeating option this time though, because I need, as much as I really enjoy putting a huge chunk in on Firefighter, there's other things, and I've actually really been enjoying stitching that small right now, from Country Cottage Needleworks, because I don't that I don't really work on smalls, so, and it's already like halfway done. So what I'm gonna do instead of Sampler September that everyone's doing, because I don't really like samplers personally. I think they're very beautiful, but it's not something I would like have in my house. So I'm gonna do what's called Scrambled September, which means I'm just gonna continue to spin my wheel, hit my goal for my acrostic, and move on. And I'm actually really excited for it. So I'm gonna be doing hashtag Scrambled September. You can follow it on Instagram. Join me if you want. And we'll just go from there. And I'm really excited. So I don't know the acrostic yet. She hasn't released it. So not that it really matters if I'm spinning anyways, but I'm hoping to get the autumn finished, fully finished, so I can have it up. I'm hoping to maybe get my parents' piece, the Lord's Prayer, finished. There's not that much to do on it. And then whatever else happens. Yeah, so let's do some haul. These are falling everywhere, so I'll show them to you first. I grabbed 2 more hoops of my favorite sizes. I'm a hoop girl, so I picked up another 10-inch, which is a lot of times what I use on my bigger pieces, and another 6-inch. Okay, let's try and go through some of this stuff. That's not new, I've had that. These are my Color and Cotton July. I was wrong. They're Julys. We haven't gotten Augusts yet. So they're beautiful. I love how there's some super vibrant ones. There's some muted ones. So this bright pink is Fiesta. We have Fig, which is a really beautiful color. Flagstone, which you can't go wrong with me in gray. It's my favorite color. Flamingo. Flaxseed. I think so, I already have some of these. Flaxen. Forest. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. Angela, you can never go wrong with. French Gray. Frosted Spruce. And which is hilarious, Galactic. I don't need any more Galactic floss, but we have Galactic. Angela actually started a group on Facebook, a Color and Cotton group, and everyone was talking about their color or something, and I was talking about the Floss of the Month Club, and she said I'm one of the OG, because I've been around since it started pretty much with Color and Cotton, and I've been getting, either through her or for Trish, I've been getting, you know, Color and Cotton every month. And I said, can I have this, is there a certificate I get for that, for being an OG member of your Thread of the Month club? She laughed. So next I have some Stitchy Kindness. This was completely unexpected. I opened the mail and my husband's like, you have a package. And I'm like, I didn't order anything. So I open it up and there's a cross stitch chart there that Susanna, Rebuilding Rosie, had bought and sent to me, and she didn't even say anything to me. So I now have the February Prairie Schooler chart, and I'm so excited to stitch these. Super, super cool. I love this. So I have January and February, and I was debating waiting to try and finish this because I have an order 1, 2, 3 stitch coming, and I ordered September, which is weird if I have January and February and then September, but I figured I would start with September and see how far I can get. Maybe I can finish it in September and have it up. Should have bought October. That way I've been a month ahead, but why think things through when you're doing them? Because that sure doesn't make sense. I received this from Stitchery Express pretty much right after my video. I bought this as soon as I saw it was available for pre-order, and then mine took a while to get here, of course, and then it waited another month. So everyone else that had ordered it after, I've already started stitching this, and I'm just showing it. But it's the Let's Talk Autumn by Hands On Design. I love them all. I'm half tempted to like leave one at home, display one at work, at my desk and I was debating, I saw someone stitch this on tan and it looked amazing. But then I watched Nell from Little Yellow House Crafts. If you're not watching Nell, go watch her. She is a freaking ray of sunshine and I adore her. But she stitches hers on charcoal linen and I really, really like it. It's by Swigert. And now I kind of think I just want to do that. And it's only available on a 20 count and up instead of an 18. So I may be stitching this on 20 count. What is it called for originally? 32 count slate from Fabrics by Stephanie, which you know then she stitches it over 2. So it's an equivalent to a 16. So, yay, super excited. This is also Nell's fault that I just did. Your fault, Nell. So she showed in her video some ornaments that she was working on and I was like, I don't need those. And then I bought them. So you can do, I think it's to the end of this month. So from now until December on Shannon Christine's website, she has a subscription thing. She charges $8 a month for 2 ornaments. And then you can go to her Facebook group that she has, and you have to be in the ornament. It's a ornament club for the ornaments that she put out, but you have to have your order number for you to join the group. And then she releases a free ornament on there, so you get 3 ornaments technically a month for $8. I bought them. So these were the ones that she released for August. I even printed out a color picture at work for y'all so you can see it. So these were the ones that she printed for August. We got Holly Jolly and 'Tis the Season, and they're different. So the next ones have like pinks and stuff, and then she goes back to the traditional colors. And some people are changing them up. I love them, and it'd be cool to have ornaments because I don't have any stitched ornaments, and they're smalls too, so I'm super stoked. And then the freebie that she put out is right here. Do not open until the 25th of December. Yay! So I bought, in my 1, 2, 3 stitch order that has my September Prairie Schooler chart, I bought all the floss that are needed for this except for the browns. I'm gonna just pull the browns from stash because I don't really like the way it transitions either. So I'm gonna pull those from stash. I ordered the rest. Instead of Krennic, I ordered Petite Treasure Braid. And they also have beads on them as well. Mill Hill beads, which you can see in the dots right there. So I need to get those. All right, you wanna say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
Where's your glasses? Downstairs. Okay. Why don't you go downstairs and play?
Please.
Why don't you go downstairs and play? And I'll be down there in a minute, okay?
I'm doing now.
I'm almost done. Look at me. I'm almost done. Give me just a minute. Go downstairs and play.
But I'm hungry already.
You're always hungry. Give me just a minute and I'll go get you a snack, okay?
Okay.
All right, go downstairs.
I finished my setter.
Okay, go downstairs. Yes, please. Okay. Go downstairs. I'm still recording, Bella. Go downstairs. Okay, go. I had, speaking of Julie, Kansas City girl in the Colorado world, she, when her and her boyfriend went on a trip, she stopped and checked. You're hearing me, my daughter yell at our dog now. She stopped and checked because I only have 1 skein of Otter Creek left, and she found some. So I'm super, super excited. Thank you, 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 Julie. Like, I'm super excited now I can finish my piece because Gast is still really hard to find. So yes. Next I put out, it's been, who stitched this? Did Nell stitch this? I don't remember now, but someone, I don't remember who. Every time I try to do a video, it's chaos. And she can't just sit still. So I posted on, I think it was either Stash Unload or Stash Unloading on their looking for section after I saw this chart. I want to say it was Nell who stitched it, but then again, I'm not sure. And this lady contacted me and I said for a reasonable price because this is out of print. And she said, well, what's your version of reasonable? And I said, well, I don't know, but I'm not looking to spend a ton of money on this chart. And she said, well, what about, because it came in a magazine. She goes, well, what about $2.50 for each magazine plus postage? So we'll just do $10 flat. And I said, that's perfect. So I got them, and it was actually in 1987. Great year. And I got all three, and this is the chart. So you can do them individually like this, or just do them together, which I'll do them together. And this is not normally my aesthetic, but I think that's absolutely gorgeous. And I will be stitching it. That white house will probably kill me, but I'm gonna stitch this. And I think it's absolutely phenomenal. So I got that, I think the day after I recorded. So I have the three. So I have all the charts for that, and I'm so excited. And then my only other 2 orders that came, I bought a sulky from Sulky's website, and I bought the 300 yard, I think. Yep, 330 yards, because I have figured out when I start pandemic, I've figured out finally what I'm gonna use. This is Sulky Blendables, and it's 330 yards, and the colorway is, well, poop, it doesn't actually say on here, but it's 4093, and I want to say it was, poop, I don't remember. I'll have to tell you below. Blackberry or something like that, I don't remember. But here's what this color is. I am so excited. This is what my pandemic will be in. And the nice thing is this spool at $6 for 330 yards should be enough to do the entire piece. If it's not, I can easily just go buy another one. And they have it in smaller ones too. But I'm very, very, very excited about this. I've heard a lot of people stitch with this and they love it. I'll be stitching it on a 20 count. I'm thinking of I was gonna do it coffee dyed, but I'm debating just leaving it and just having this on white. So this is what I'll be stitching. I ordered it straight from Sulky. They have, of course, being Sulky, they have a lot more to pick from than 123 Stitch does. And then when I did my 123 Stitch order, as much as I don't like Sullivan's floss, I did it the equivalent to DMC 3726 because you can't find this anywhere. That colorway, and that was the last I needed for my Desert Dawn by Carolyn Manning, so that's ready to go. I bought some more mat board because I need those to finish pretty much everything. Those are 8x10s. And then I bought some colors. And these are just, it says Hoffman on it. They're fat quarters and they're all like this. And why, you may ask? Because I am going to, when I do my Country Cottage Needleworks seasons, I'm going to mat these. I already have them on these, the piece that just this will fit on, and then I'm going to put this on an 8x10, and that's how I'm going to finish these and just switch them out every month. So this will be the backing fabric for autumn. I'm super excited. I think it's going to look really cute. And I have, I think one of these was, I don't remember. Let's look. Want to play in my finished projects for a minute? We'll just finish. Why not have a longer video? Why not? Summer. Super exciting. You're seeing some of my whips too while we're at it. Spring. Winter. And then I have an extra. And I'm thinking of when I do my prairie schoolers, having this be, and then just use this to stick them on every month and not change the coloring. So those are 3 projects I have in my bin to be finished. I have this one, which I was gifted. It needs to be done, but I was gifted a frame that used to be my grandpa's that will fit this. And my mom said, oh, you'll just have to paint it or whatever, but I'm just gonna clean it and I'm gonna use my grandpa's picture frame, and I think it will be even more special because of the fact that it was my grandpa's. So I have a piece of my grandpa at Christmas time. This was my Bless Our Home piece that I did quite a while ago. It still hasn't been done. I have a sunflower wreath on my door and I really wanted to put this in the middle. I haven't done it. This is my very tiny Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. We're just playing through my stuff that needs to be fully finished. This was one of my Halloween pieces. Graveyard Halloween, I believe. Hopefully you're watching, Heather. I have a small, teeny small. That was Michelle's piece. I love this. I haven't figured out what I'm doing with that piece, so I'm not showing you because I don't know if eventually I'll give it away to someone who's watching on here. My other Halloween piece. This was the first one I did. And then my last one that still needs to be fully finished is my Lizzie Kate. So, yep. Those are all my finishes that I need to actually fully finish. Okay. That was way louder than I thought it was gonna be. Now, let's talk if you've hung around this whole time. We're gonna do a giveaway, y'all. I've never done a giveaway yet. And we're gonna do one because I think that celebrating, not only did I pass 1,000 subscribers, but I passed, I think I'm over 1,300 subscribers, which is huge. I've never unheard of. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a project bag. And I will show you a couple fabrics that you can pick from. And I don't know if I'll put goodies in it or whatever, but I'll just have you, one, don't say giveaway. Don't say any of that stuff. Standard rules apply, be over 18. I have to be able to legally get your information. And then I will, on here, I will draw the winner my next video. And then I will make your bag. I'll have you get a hold of me probably through email or my Instagram Messenger and get your address from you and ship it out. So I have a couple fabrics that you can choose from. So the first one is going to be my travel bag. It's not going to be this size, it's going to be a standard size, not the big ones. It's going to be this fabric down here. It'll actually look like exactly like this, either with a red zipper or a brown zipper, whatever. I'm not sure what I have available. But it'll be this bag right here, and this brown is on the inside as well. So for this one, it would be, I'd like, use the word travel in your thing. Or I'll just, here's the thing. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Whoever wins, get a hold of me and tell me which bag you would like. Okay, we'll do it that way. Next I kind of tried to pull a different variety. So we have that piece. Next I have this, which I think is freaking adorable. And we'll do it with a red. And it just says, you know, lettuce and scallions and chili peppers and carrots and bell peppers and Kalamata olives. I just think it's super cute. So that's one option. You can't not have a Halloween to pick from, and I adore this fabric. I love this fabric. So that's one of the options. And then the last one to pick from, we have a Halloween, we have a summer, we have a travel, we have to have a Christmas. And this is the Christmas fabric that I have chosen. Maybe, if it'll cooperate with me. Yeah, I think it's super cute. So this is my Halloween, or my Christmas fabric I chose. So there will be 2 winners, 2 opportunities to win a bag. So let me know below if you would like to be entered, and either list in your, I'd like to be entered for the travel, garden, Christmas, or Halloween. We'll just call the skulls Halloween. So let me know below if you would like to be entered. Again, garden, Christmas, Halloween, or travel. Do not say giveaway, please. I would have to delete your comment because I want this to go to one of my subscribers that are actually here and not just someone trying to get free stuff. So yes, I'm super excited. I'll draw the winner the next video, and we'll go from there. So I'm super, super excited. Thank you everybody for sticking with me. I know this has also been a long video. I'm gonna go put all this stuff away and we will talk next month. Have a great September. For everyone who has kids either going to school or trying to do virtual learning at home, I feel you. I'm right there with you. And for all my teacher friends, I understand being in healthcare. So stay safe, stay sane. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.